We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Bergen County Ensemble of the New York School of Music and Arts, who will be performing one more song as the participants take their seats on stage. Please give them a hand. And please welcome our Bergen County Executive, Jim Tedesco.
Good evening. Happy New Year, and welcome to Bergen County's Academy, the Bergen County Academies for the 2017 swearing-in ceremony of the Bergen County Sheriff, the Bergen County Clerk, the Bergen County Surrogate, and 3 Bergen County Freeholders. We are honored to host you at the Academies, which was named in 2015 National Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Department of Education. The Academies were also recognized as the number 5 school in the nation by Newsweek in 2015. It is home to 6 Intel Science Talent Search finalists in the past 6 years. It is home to a member of the 2015 U.S. International Math Olympiad team, and is home to 2 Siemens National finalists in the past 2 years. We are very proud of the students and faculty at the Academies, and we are happy to have you here with us this evening. We are about to begin the program, so please stand for the presentation of colors provided by the Bergen County Sheriff's Department and the Bergen County Pipes and Drums. I would now like to welcome Ava Rose Hogan to the stage to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ava Rose. Please remain standing as we welcome Michelle Galvez, who will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can we see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michelle. Please retire the colors. The Bergen County Pipes and Drums. I would now like to, I'd ask you to all please remain standing. I'd like to welcome Rabbi Paul Jacobson of the Temple Advat Shalom to lead us in our invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In traditional Jewish liturgy, there is a custom each morning of reciting a series of blessings, thanking God for the miracles we encounter every day of our lives. The passage dates as far back as the 3rd century CE. Among other blessings, we praise God who opens the eyes of the blind, who clothes the naked, who releases the captive, and who straightens those who are bent over. In 2006, when I was ordained as a rabbi at Hebrew Union College in Cincinnati, I remember a classmate vehemently disagreeing with the words of this prayer. He argued, "Why do we say that God helps blind people to see when the truth is that God gives us the fortitude to stand by someone who is blind and help them navigate a crowded intersection safely? Why do we say that God clothes the naked when the truth is that God gives us the generosity of spirit to share the shirt off of our back when someone is in need? Why do we say that God releases the captive when the truth is that God gives us voice to speak truth to power, to advocate, and to challenge injustice? Why do we say that God straightens those who are bent over when there are so many people who are suffering, so many people whose cries go unanswered, and the truth is that while God's presence may comfort those who are afflicted, ultimately, it's God who inspires us to help, and we must be God's hands in bringing healing to our world. That we should pause to pray this evening, or pause to ask God's blessing upon our elected officials at this time of transition for our county and our nation, seems somewhat misguided. Prayer is the easy part. Prayer is comforting. Prayer makes us feel good about our world. But prayer must also challenge us. God's name cannot be something that we invoke as a mere formality. God's blessing is not something that can be bestowed. God's blessing must be earned, not only by our leaders, but also by each of us performing our civic duties through sincere words and devoted actions. On this most auspicious and hopeful of evenings, let us pause to consider those aspects of our county and our world which make us uncomfortable: drugs, poverty, hunger, acts of violence, issues of health care. Our lists certainly know no bounds. Loving God, we cannot merely call upon you to correct the injustices of the world. And loving God, we cannot merely expect our elected leaders to bear the burden of responsibility by themselves. Loving God, we pray that you will challenge each of us, stirring us from our place of discomfort, to stand by those who navigate disabilities, to clothe those who are in need, to speak up and to speak out, and in doing these things, to unearth the strength to nurture and heal our deeply fractured world. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce United States Ambassador Philip Murphy, who will administer the oath of office to our 3 constitutional officers. I would now like to invite Sheriff Michael Sordino's family to the stage so Ambassador Murphy can administer the oath.
Proud, my son, Sergeant Michael Sordino of the Holyoke Police Department. Yes. You want to hold the Bible? Absolutely.
Left hand on, right hand in the air. Okay. You ready, sir? Absolutely. I state your name.
I, Michael Sordino,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Michael Sordino,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
impartially, and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of sheriff for the county of Bergen,
of the office of sheriff for the county of Bergen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir. Well done. treat. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, sir.
God bless you.
Take care.
Thanks for your service, all right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well done.
Congratulations, Sheriff. I would now like to invite Surrogate Judge Michael Dressler and his family to the front and for his oath.
Want to swap Bibles with you? All right. Thank you, sir.
Extended family. Let's go, boys.
Thank you, sir. You good?
Yeah, I'll be up in a minute. Is that good enough? Yeah, it's good. My brother Ray's gonna be holding the Bible.
You can certainly say that.
Come on down, everybody.
Okay. We have a bit of an extended family here. Ray, you gonna be holding the Bible?
You good? Is this a family Bible? It is. Oh, I love that. Everybody good? Okay, you ready?
Yep.
I state your name,
I, Michael Raymond Dressler,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name,
I, Michael Raymond Dressler,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of surrogate for the county of Bergen,
of the office of surrogate for the county of Bergen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Judge.
God bless you.
Congratulations, Judge. Will Clerk John Hogan's family please now join us on the stage?
Is that good? Oh, okay. So you want to put it there? Hello, everybody.
I know you, I saw you on television.
Great job, by the way. You want to come a little closer? If you just put your left hand on that. You good?
Good. How about you?
I'm great. I state your name,
I, John S. Hogan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name,
I, John S. Hogan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of the office of the clerk for the county of Bergen,
perform all the duties for the office of clerk for the county of Bergen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Well done. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Clerk. As the ambassador has other engagements this evening, I'd ask him if he would like to say a few words.
Thank you, sir. I just have to say I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight. I will keep my remarks very short, but it's an incredible thrill. I don't know if anyone, how many of you have had the opportunity to do what I just did, but it is an extraordinary rush. It's equivalent. I served as the United States ambassador in Germany, and it is right there with leading folks in their pledge to become American citizens. And I don't think you could find a better set of elected officials anywhere in this state and perhaps in this country that are on the stage here tonight. So to all of you, God bless you, and we salute you. And I have to say, as a point of personal privilege, I know many people in this room are more than thrilled that Chairman Lou Stellato and his wife Linda are with us tonight. Chairman. Just very briefly, I look at Judge Mike Dressler's life story and say, oh my God, that is something that we all look up to. I look at the alacrity and the great work of the sheriff and his son. God bless you for your service. The alacrity of your leadership, both on the Republican side of the aisle and the Democratic side of the aisle. I look at John Hogan, who started the whole ball rolling back in 2011 to where we are with this August group on stage. The prosecutor. I'm honored my friend Wayne D'Angelo is with us, and an extraordinary freeholder board with us tonight, three of whom will be sworn in, Mary, Jermaine, and Tommy again. God bless you, joining your other four colleagues. What a lineup, and of course led by an extraordinary county executive in Jim Tedesco. I would just say I think you could make an argument that in this January of the year 2017, the year of our Lord, as we celebrate successes of last year and as we turn the page to this year, which will be another big year in this state, I think you could make the argument that the leadership at the state level, the county level, and the community level will never have been more important than in the period of that we're about to enter into. So God bless us all. God bless you all. Thank you for the honor of being with you tonight. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Iman Sharif of the El Zahara Islamic Center, who will be providing some inspirational remarks. Iman.
We have gathered tonight to celebrate the achievement of great people. I would like to thank God for the gathering we have tonight, for the people we have, for our executive, for our prosecutor, for our sheriff, for our freeholders, for our judges, for all the people who are here, especially those who are have taken and they're about to take their oath. They have been chosen and selected to carry this heavy responsibility. We are witnessing their commitment, their dedication, their service to the community. All the creation are the family of God, and those who God loves the most are those who serve his family the most. Let us compete in serving the family of God. I pray to God that they are able to continue to serve the community and to present us with great leadership and effective leadership and great examples for all of us. I pray to God that he protects them and their families and give them the wisdom to make the right choices. Tonight we are celebrating our diversity. We are celebrating our unity. There is no contradiction between unity and diversity. We have been gathered here today because we are all united together. We share common themes, the theme of love, the values of love and peace and justice and equality, to take care of each other, to have global conscience, to think of everyone and to care about everyone. I pray to God that he help us all tonight to promote peace and to build the bridges between cultures and civilizations and genders, to help us to listen to each other and to talk with each other and to appreciate each other's differences and to celebrate each other's differences and to accept each other and to tolerate each other. I pray to God that He gives many years of success to our elected officials and those who are taking the oath today, that God will bless them and help them as they serve us and as they commit themselves to all of us. Let us renew our commitment and dedication to the community, to the people. Let us thank God for all the blessings we have today and all the days. Let us pray for our county, for our country, for our state. And I pray to God that He help us all to be able to connect with others and to be able to understand others and to feel that we are all one in this journey. We're all together. We all have the sacred of God, the divine breath of God. We all need to appreciate each other, brotherhood and sisterhood and humanity, so we can become successful. Tonight is a special night, the night of achievement, the night of celebration, the night of commitment, to renew this commitment to serve, to do the work. They have done a great job in the past, and they are about to take also big responsibility. God be with them, God protect them and their families, and bless us all in this beautiful night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Imam. I would now like to welcome Pastor Reverend Gregory Jackson of the Mount Olive Church to say a few words of inspiration.
Thank you. They've given me 2 minutes to give words of inspiration. Here we go. The world finds greatness in terms of power and positions and possessions and privilege and prestige. If you can demand service from others, you have arrived. In our self-serving culture, with this me-first mentality, acting like a servant is not popular. Jesus, however, measured greatness in terms of service, not status. God determines your greatness by how many people you serve, not how many people serve you. This is so contrary to the world idea of greatness that we have a hard time understanding it, much less practicing it. Service is the pathway to significance. If you want to be remembered as a significant person, it's not by the money that you have or not necessarily by your position. Service to broken humanity leads to significance. And I'd like to just quote one of my favorite quotes that I read some time ago by John Wesley, a great United Methodist, in case there's any Methodists in the crowd. John Wesley said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you can." Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Jackson. You know, when I was a mayor, when I took the oath of office, the mayor before me said to me, "There's one thing you don't do as a mayor, vote against God." I now know not to tell a reverend that he only has 2 minutes to speak. It is now my honor to introduce Assemblyman Wayne D'Angelo, who will be administering the oath of office to Freeholder Tom Sullivan. Tom, would you please have your families join us?
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tom Sullivan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state,
and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Thomas Sullivan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Freeholder
of the office of Freeholder
for the County of Bergen
for the County of Bergen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tom. I'd now like to invite Freeholder-elect Mary Amoroso to have her family join us on stage. I will have the honor of swearing in Mary. Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible, and repeat after me.
I, Mary Amoroso,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
and
to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I
Mary Amoroso,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
and justly
perform
all the duties
of
the office of Freeholder
for
the County of Bergen according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Freeholder.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Mary. At this time, I would ask Freeholder-elect Jermaine Ortiz family to join us on the stage for our oath of office. We can get close, we're all family. Okay. Please raise your right hand. after me. I,
Jermaine Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
and
to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
under
the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I
Jermaine Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Freeholder for the County of Bergen according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Freeholder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you to both Freeholder Amoroso and Freeholder Ortiz for the honor of administering the oath to them. It is now time to welcome our new leadership board to our new leadership on the Freeholder board. It is an honor to welcome now prosecutor Grabir Graywall to the stage to administer the oath of office to the new chairwoman, Tracy Zilna-Zur. Chairwoman, please have your family come forward.
Oh, you didn't use that. Thank you. Freeholder, if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tracy Zilna-Zur,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Tracy Zilna-Zur,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of the office of Chair of the Bergen Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the office of Chair of the Bergen County Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen
of the County of Bergen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chairwoman. I would now like to bring up Freeholder Tom Sullivan, his family, and Assemblyman Wayne D'Angelo back to the front for the oath of office for the Vice Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got to tell you how proud I am of my union brother, Tom Sullivan, on being vice chair of the Board of Chosen Freeholders, and I think setting the record for the most continuous runs for political office. Freeholder, if you will, put your left hand on the Bible and your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Thomas Sullivan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Thomas Sullivan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Vice Chair
Vice Chair
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen,
of the County of Bergen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, brother.
Once again, thank you very much.
If nothing else, everybody's getting some exercise getting up and down up here. Tom, congratulations on becoming vice chair. I would now like to invite Freeholder Joan Voss to the front as I will be administering her oath as our newest chair pro tempore. Joan's only done this once or twice, too.
Like 12. Sorry.
I state your name.
I, Joan Voss,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to this state
to this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Joan Voss,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Chair pro tempore
of the office of Chair pro tempore
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the Board of Chosen Freeholders
of the County of Bergen
of the County of Bergen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Freeholder. So now I'm going to ask them to do their part. Okay. It's my honor now to have each of my esteemed colleagues have a chance to address all of us here tonight. At this time, I would like to ask Sheriff Michael Sordino to say a few words to us.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Reverend Jackson, they limited you to 2 minutes. I have a gun and they limited me to the same, so don't feel too bad. I've had the honor of being sworn in as your sheriff today for the 3rd time. At each swearing-in ceremony, some things have changed, but some things stay the same. I'm grateful to my undersheriffs, my command staff, and all the men and women of the Bergen County Sheriff's Office for each and every day, the hard work that they do that really make me look good. They do the work, and I get the credit for it. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart. You saw the professionalism of our honor guard, truly a professional group. I'm grateful and humbled by the trust and confidence which the people of Bergen County have placed in me on all 3 occasions. I don't normally read, folks, but today, for some reason, I decided to jot down a few notes. I'd like to thank Chairman Stellato for having the faith in me to ask me to be your candidate for sheriff. I know I will not let you down or any of the people of Bergen County. Lastly, I'm grateful for my running mates and the existing Board of Chosen Freeholders who, in the past, we have worked so greatly together. My good friend, County Executive Jim Tedesco, who from day one, there's just something between us that clicked. We seem to, I think we're brothers from different mothers. Our minds kind of think alike. We have nothing but good intentions for the residents of Bergen County, and we've shown that in our dealings. I look forward to working with all of you to make Bergen County a safer place and to enhancing our public safety. That's something that I have always stood for and will always stand for. I try my best to keep costs down, but I've always said this, and I want to close with this. There's an expense, there's a price of doing business. I will cut wherever I can, but I will never compromise public safety or officer safety. So I thank you all so much. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Sheriff. And now I'd ask Surrogate Judge Michael Dressler to please come forward and say a few words.
Good evening. I'd like to tell you a little bit about a little story about a young man who was finishing up high school, went to his high school prom, next morning dove into the Jersey Shore, hit a sandbar, broke his neck. For the next 1.5 years, he was in a hospital. He was told that he wasn't going to live till the morning. Then he was told he wasn't going to get out of a bed. He was told on hospital reports that he wasn't going to amount to anything. That man is myself. And I could never believe that I could sit before you tonight being sworn in again as surrogate of Bergen County. I have been blessed in life in so many different ways, and it is only through those blessings that I do sit before you tonight. Nothing has ever been done alone. It's always been done as a team, and I thank especially the people in this room for making my dreams possible. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. But something changed in those days after my breaking my neck. The people of Cresskill rallied around me. They came in, they built ramps, they widened doors. There's a couple of guys here tonight who gave me physical therapy, Tom Corbett and Dom Albanese. They raised money for me. Mrs. Brigley here is in the first row tonight. She was unbelievable in working magic in Cresskill, getting me the necessary equipment I needed through her charitable efforts, and I will never forget that, Mrs. Brigley, never. You did whatever you could, whenever you could, on my behalf, and you were always there for me. I have a professor here tonight who I haven't seen in 40 years. He called me just before the election, wished me good luck, and he's here tonight. And he was a great mentor, best professor I've ever had, and I thank him for what he did. My staff, I have the best staff in the state of New Jersey. The men and women in that surrogate's office are absolutely incredible. They make me look good every single day. In the days after 9/11, we had 147 families come through our office who had lost people in the World Trade Center. And those people did yeoman effort to make sure that each one of those people left feeling a little bit better after they had gone through the process. We try and make it an easy process. And the men and women in that office are dedicated, they're professional, they're educated, and they're compassionate. And I thank you so very much for everything that you've done for me over the past 20 years. You are a remarkable group. To my running mates this year and in the past, I've been blessed. You know, I've had great running mates. The three, John and Mike, and the three freeholders, you know, we worked well. We worked well together. We knew that we had a prize at the end, and we went out and we got it. But over the years, I've run with David and with Joan. Almost everybody on the stage I've run with. And we've, well, when you're around 20 years, you get that. You know, I'm just so thankful for the camaraderie with those people. When you're running for election, you can either make it or break it with the people you're running with. And I've always been very blessed to have those people with me who are good. They're compassionate people. The people on this stage are remarkable. They really bring to the point the word public and public servant. We're not here for glory. We're not here for the money. We're here to help people every single day. And the people on this stage are extremely good at it. And Bergen County should feel well at ease with the people they have serving this county. My family. I can't tell you enough about my family. My parents were the best ever. They had to pick up a situation where they were told that their son wasn't going to live till morning and make the best of it. They learned all the medical technology they had to. They did whatever they had to do. It was not easy, but they did it, and they did it remarkably well. We became even closer than we were before, and we were close before. My brother Ray, I couldn't have a better brother. He's always been there for me. There were times that he was overshadowed because that's what the situation was. When someone's hurt, when someone needs the care, you give them the care. And sometimes the other brother is a little bit in the shadows. And that's the way I think it was with Ray sometime. But he grew up very, very quickly, very quickly. He did things that a 15-year-old should never have to do, but he did them. And he did them with a smile on his face because he knew it was for family. And that's the most important thing, family. I'm thrilled here tonight to be able to introduce another part of my family. I just got engaged 2 weeks ago. Woo! Aggie, stand up. This is the poor woman who's got to bear with me. DiMaggio had his streak at 56 games. I had my streak at 64 years. And she's unbelievable. She makes my world better every day, and I'm so happy that you're in my life. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've got my buddy Guy here tonight. You know, I've got friends here from all ages, and my buddy Guy, I wish you were on the stage with me. But we've known each other since we're 5 years old. We've gone through the good times, and believe me, we've gone through the bad times. He's always been there for me. I'll never forget him. We're like blood brothers. He's a remarkable guy, and I'm just so happy that he's been a part of my life for 55 years. My friend Dave, he started working with me about 20 years ago, and he became a part of my family. We have a unique relationship. It's part little brother, it's part father, son, it's part friend. Whatever it is, it works. He made me so happy several years ago when he asked me to be godfather for his son Daniel and ultimately for his son Jude. And I've had a lot of titles in my life. I've been fortunate in that respect. The best title I have is Godfather and Uncle Mike. That's the best. It doesn't get any better than that. And I got my little buddy down here, Aggie's son, Nikias, who is just remarkable. I've never lived with a child until the last few months, and it's just so invigorating getting up and seeing him, his energy, and just running all over the place. It's great. I love it. Nikias, I love you. Ordinarily, I wouldn't make this a political thing, but circumstances tonight, I think, reflect just that. There's a man in this room that I want to thank. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart. I've known him for 40 years. You think in a historical context of what is happening tonight. For the first time in the history of Bergen County, the entire 11 positions, okay, 7 freeholders, county executive, clerk, sheriff, and surrogate are owned, and I say owned, by Democrats. There's only one person that could do that. I've seen great county chairmen. I've seen bad county chairmen, but I've seen great county chairmen. This is the best I've seen. Lou Stellato is an incredible guy. What he has done with Bergen County Democratic Organization is absolutely remarkable. You know, think back a few years ago, folks, to where we were. The first time I took this oath of office 20 years ago, I was the only elected Democrat in Bergen County. We could have held this swearing in a phone booth. Lou Stellato's changed all that. So for me, it's come full circle. And you know, some of the people that have come in later in life, and we know what victory is because we've only been in 4 or 5 years. Okay, that's not how it always has been. It's been bleak for Democrats in Bergen County. Very, very bleak. This man has turned it around. He's turned it around in a respectful way. He's a true professional. Lou Stellato is as good as it gets as county chairman go. And I want everybody in this room. I want everybody in this room tonight to know that. All right? I've been so blessed, as I've said. Nothing would have been possible without God in my life. He has made the difference. Every time I've needed something, whether it was a person in my life, a circumstance happening in my life, he's been there for me. I just thank God every day for the life that he's given me. He's given me a chance to take care of people. When I was young, my parents told me that the true measure of success isn't money or property. It's the positive impact you have on people's lives every day. And that's what I've tried to do. God has been there for me. Without him, I would be nothing. And I want to thank him most of all. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And now I'd ask Clerk John Hogan to come to the podium.
I was a little fearful that Judge Dressler had used up all my time, but I'm like the younger brother to him. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge Ambassador Murphy for making this event so special by his presence. Let's face it, he's going to be the next governor, folks, and beyond. And there's a lot of people I could acknowledge, but another person I'd like to acknowledge, you saw a gentleman join my family tonight, the Honorable Michael J., I call him Jerry, Breslin, who I've known for over 35 years. He was my father's dear friend, and he's my dear friend. I've looked up to him. He's an inspiration. Thank you, Mr. Breslin. And so I stand here before you humbled, and I'm honored. I'm humbled as an election official, an elected official should be. I'm honored to be serving with quite possibly the best elected officials that this county has ever seen. And uniquely, as you heard, we're all from the same political party. So beginning today, let's put it all in perspective. Beginning today, the spotlight's on us. We're on center stage. The ball is in our court. The great responsibility of our county is now our own. But we're a party that's made up of great talent, and that emanates from our truly fine leader, Lou Stellato. And Lou, I would not be here if it wasn't for you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Lou Stellato, everyone. And the message that we carried out during the campaign, the message of leadership, of action, that was already being carried out by our great county executive, Jim Tedesco. Jim, you made our campaign so much easier because that message resonated with the people that we represent, and as a result, I think we broke records with this election, with the results. I think we broke records. The election, however, is long since over. Now we don't only represent the people who voted for us, and there were a lot. We represent all the people of Bergen County, every one of them. You talk to them in the deli in the morning, those of you who hang out in bars, those of you who hang out wherever, bowling alleys, they don't care about politics, they don't care about party. They're not easily misled by false issues. They want results, and it's on us. In all our deliberations, we must remember the people we represent in this fine county. Now, there's some people that are doing pretty well in this county. We are one of the richest counties in the state. But we all know from our own lives that nothing lasts forever. Life is about constant change and challenge. So today, we're reminded of the other people we represent. The working parents, like myself and my wife, like my family, my wife Ida, my sons John and Ryan, and my daughter Ava. She doesn't like being called Ava Rose. Ava, whom I'm so thankful for as we get the kids off to school. Like the working parents, we have to be home on time to pick them up. We have to get homework done, and then we got to get them to the sporting events. And we do this simply for the love of our children. The single parents, they're taking it on all by themselves, and they're praying to God every night that they succeed. The middle-aged people, kids are moving out of the household, out and onward. Others filled with uncertain futures. The company that they work for, Mercedes-Benz is an example. Those secure jobs are gone, and they're starting all over again. And there's those folks that, because of no fault of their own, health challenges, loss of a job, bad economy, they're struggling to hold on to their homes. And some of them are feeling the effects of foreclosure as we're here tonight celebrating. The college students, they're studying, they're working, they're doing all the things to prepare for a better future. The newly married couples, I just found out today, we did 640 weddings at my office last year. So I know a lot of newly married couples. And they're just looking to raise their family in a safe, stable place with an excellent education system. And that's how Bergen County is going to be under Jim Tedesco. And our most precious senior citizens, they're in the twilight of their years. They're looking for an affordable place to live or someone to take care of them. These are all the people that we represent, and so many more. And as we recall them, we recall the words of the man that I quote most often, President Kennedy, so many years ago: those for whom much is given, much is also required. Today, we've been given quite a bit. We've been very successful. So let us tonight resolve together to meet the challenges that are now our own, to conduct ourselves in a proper manner, to find real solutions, and through our actions, improve the lives of all who live in Bergen County. Thank you all so very much. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you, Clerk. While John's going back to his chair, I just wanted to say to everybody here tonight that when you look at the folks that are sitting up here, on the right hand, or my right, your left hand side of the stage, while we have Assemblyman D'Angelo joining us, you have the other branches of government that are not part of county government. And then you have the legislative branch, and my staff represents the executive staff. But let me say that I've had the opportunity to be part of county government now going to my 4th year, but I had interactions with county government long before that when I was a mayor and a councilman and fire chief and everything else here in the county. But I have to tell you, the relationship and the work that we can get done and the way we work together, the sheriff talked about it before, but with the prosecutor, the clerk, the sheriff, the surrogate, the executive branch and the legislative branch. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a commitment by all of these people to work on behalf of all of you. And we've shown that, and I'm just thankful to all of you for making that possible. Thank you. Now, we will hear from the legislative branch, the folks that were sworn in to represent us on the legislative side. I'd now like to ask Freeholder Mary Amoroso to come up and say a few words.
I have lived in Bergen County almost all of my life, and I am entranced by its history. The Dutch and the French Huguenot and the German Palatine settlers, George Washington marching up Fort Lee Road, Aaron Burr at the Hermitage in Hohokus. I am honored to be a tiny part of Bergen County's future. I have to thank my family, Jim, Matt, Melanie, Mike, Amanda, Tom, Maeve, Nick, and my toddler grandchildren, you saw them up making a mess up here, Liam and Eloise. Like the other women on the Freeholder board, I am a caregiver, a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And when I was busy campaigning, my family had to fend for themselves for food, laundry, editing college papers, and babysitting. I'm proud to say they got it together. And I want to thank Jermaine's family for taking me under their wing as well. And thanks to our union brothers and sisters and our teachers and retired teachers. I will never forget the never-ending support of our county chairman, Lou Stellato, our bus driver, and our county executive, Jim Tedesco, who called himself our bus detailer. And I was blessed to run with a slate of excellent candidates who are people of integrity: Sheriff Sardino, Judge Dressler, Clerk Hogan, Tom Sullivan, and Jermaine Ortiz. Meanwhile, I have to acknowledge my friends from Mahwah in the audience, my chairman, Todd Scher, my mayor, Bill LaFerrette, who got me into politics, and my mentor, Councilwoman Lisa DiGiulio. But today marks a transition from partisanship to public service. Like my colleagues, I believe government exists to make the lives of its citizens safer, healthier, smarter, even happier. I also believe government needs to advocate and care for those who have trouble caring for themselves. I pledge to listen to my constituents, even when your voice seems drowned out by more powerful ones. I pledge to pay attention and to be thoughtful and creative, to abide by the law and see where I can improve things. I pledge to serve you whether you voted for me, voted against me, or decided to sit this one out. I thank you for the opportunity to serve.
Thank you, Mary. I would now like to ask our new freeholder, Jermaine Ortiz, to come up and say a few words.
Good evening. I am profoundly humbled to have the opportunity to serve the people of Bergen, as I believe that we need to establish a strong community ties across our county. I want to thank everyone whose efforts led us to an outstanding victory. I especially thank my husband, Willie, my daughters, Alex and Devi, for their unwavering support that inspires me to pursue public office in an effort to secure lasting and meaningful improvements to all Bergen County residents. Without you, I could never do what I'm doing today, and thank you. I thank my parents for teaching me the meaning of hard work and sacrifice. Gracias, Mami. Thank you to my brother Eric and my mother-in-law Chrissy. You guys were great, and I'm also extremely thankful to have so many friends and family here today. Thank you, Chairman Stellato, for entrusting me to represent the people of Bergen County. Your leadership is second to none. Thank you, County Executive Tedesco, for your support and guidance. And I also want to thank my running mates, which they were not my running mates. By the end of this whole year, we became family. They were unbelievable. And Mary, Thelma and Louise, this was us on the road all over Bergen County. It was great. Never realized how big this county was, but it's unbelievable. Thanks to all my colleagues on the Freeholder Board, Tom, Tracy, Joan, Steve, David, all of you, you've been great. You've been great and so supportive, and I'm extremely excited to be part of the board and look forward to serving with you all. I stand before you ready to serve the people of Bergen County, believing that the best is yet to come. So thank you for this opportunity to serve you. God bless, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Jermaine. Ava, how am I doing? Am I doing all right? Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to call to the podium Freeholder Tom Sullivan.
Thank you, Jim. You heard some wonderful speeches. Mine's not going to be so wonderful. So I'm not the person who writes 100 different things down. I have a few points, and I just speak from my heart. I couldn't be here today, obviously, without County Executive Tedesco becoming the county executive and having me be appointed, and I couldn't be here without Lou Stellato, who understands where I come from in the world, which is a labor perspective. And Lou, I say thank you. Jim, I say thank you. And I was going to ask Jim to swear me in, but it would have been the third time in a row, and that's not happening. So. But Wayne D'Angelo is here from one of my sister locals. He's an assemblyman. He's done great things for middle-class America. That's exactly what I stand for. Wayne, thank you for everything you do. You are an inspiration to all our union brothers and sisters, and it just goes to show with hard work we can do it. And there's nothing we can't do. I usually start off by thanking my wife, but I'm going to save her for last because I don't want to do the same thing every year. So we'll switch it up a little bit. But there are some people other than the people that I've just named. Danny Gumble, my business manager at Local 164, allows me to do what I do for the people of Bergen County because he also has the same goals and visions as we do. I mean, let's face it, we are here to make this county a better place. And I think through hard work and the work that we do as union electricians and union carpenters and union plumbers and union teachers, this is how we get things done. We all have a common goal. I have nothing against anyone that makes more money than me or less money than me. I just want to tell you, though, I think that you should be rewarded for your hard work. I don't think they should put you down for what you do or pay you less because they don't think your services are as good. That's what I bring to Bergen County. That's what I continue to bring to Bergen County, and I will continue to do it. get annoyed when I see Mercedes-Benz leaving Bergen County, moving to Atlanta where there's 6 dealerships. And within a 50-mile radius of Hackensack, there's 28 Mercedes-Benz dealerships. Mercedes-Benz had their largest year in profits, and they moved out of New Jersey. Now, some people may say it's just tax laws, it's this. I'm sorry, it's greed. And I think that what Wayne does and what Danny does and what we do, we need to stand up and say, we're not buying your product anymore. If New Jersey's not good enough for you, then too bad. Then don't take our money and go somewhere else, and that's fine. We have a wonderful area that we live in. It's just a wonderful place to be. There's so many things to do, and I don't think that people needing the money they deserve to live in this county and in this state should be penalized. So that's enough of my public service announcements. Okay. Again, I want to thank my running mates, Jermaine, Mary, Mike, Hogan. I call him Hogan. That's what we do. We're Irish. And of course, Michael Dressler. You know, I almost thought we were going to get through a Hogan speech without hearing about John F. Kennedy, but we didn't. So that's an Irish Catholic family, John. We really came together here and during the campaign, but the hard work is really ahead of us. It's been said here tonight, the spotlight's going to be on us. And we're going to do what we've continued to do under the leadership of this man right here, who, we're not yes men or women, but Jim Tedesco along with Lou Stellato have a plan, and they include you in their plan. And if you don't agree with their plan, you're not an outcast. We talk about how we make things better. And I couldn't think of a better county executive and a better person to follow in their footsteps than Jim Tedesco. And I mean that, Jim. And Jim's a union guy, too. So we have some work to do. I look forward to my next 3 years on the board. This year was a year we got things done, and that's a credit to our Freeholder chairman, who has become a close friend of mine, Steve Tonelli. Steve, I appreciate everything you've done this year. It didn't go unnoticed. I know I like to break your chops a little bit, but you're a wonderful, wonderful human being. So I'm just going to close with thanking my family. You know, I've been in politics in the 90s, 2000s, and now the mid-2000s, 3 decades. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Again, Lou, you're definitely one of the best. I see people like Carmine Lampy, who were there when I was a kid and who's there now. And he doesn't age, but I do. I don't get it. But my wife and my family are the ones that allow me to do this. 3 decades in public service. It's just, I'm proud of it. I'm proud that the residents of Bergenfield, the residents of Montvale, and now the residents of Bergen County have chosen me to be one of the leaders of this county. And it's a position I don't take lightly. And I want to say thank you for everything that everyone here has done for me, and Godspeed, and we'll do it in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Now I'd like to bring up our new chair pro tempore, Joan Voss.
I look out at this audience and I see so many friendly faces that have been with me for many, many years. But the best face that I see this evening is our chairman, Lou Stellato. I'm so happy you're here. It's because of Lou and his unbelievable brain that you see this wonderful array of people sitting on the stage, one better than the other. I've been in politics now for over 25 years, and this team is without question the best I have ever been involved with. Next year is going to be very, very challenging, and I know that I call her my almost governor, Murphy, is going to be a really great asset to the state of New Jersey. As you see, I have very, very little family. And I look at you and all the people that I work with, and you have become my family, and I'm very blessed that I have the opportunity to serve the people of Bergen County. And my father always said, and I want to thank a whole bunch of people, but time is waning, so I will keep it. My 3 B's: be brief, be sincere, be seated. And the words that my father said to me is, Joan, the only thing I ask of you is to make sure you leave this world a little better for the fact that you were in it. So anyway, Happy New Year, God bless you, and thank you.
And now I would like to bring back to the podium the Vice Chair of the Freeholder Board, Tom Sullivan.
As you can tell, this is the most exercise I've got in a while. I just want to say I look forward to, again, serving as the Vice Chair with Tracy Zor, who did a wonderful job as Vice Chair last year. I know with her guidance that the board will be in the right direction, and I look forward to serving with you, Tracy, as well as everyone on the board. I did forget to mention one person here tonight who makes my life a lot easier. As you know, we're not full-time positions, and we have our aides. And Orrin Oslin, I'd like you to stand up and be recognized. Thank you. Where are you? Oh. He's only 6'7". I don't know how I missed him. Thank you very much. Again, I look forward to a great year, and under our leadership here, I know it will be a fantastic 2017. Thank you.
And finally, the woman that now has the title of Chairwoman for the Bergen County Freeholder Board, Tracy Zilna Zor. Tracy?
I am so beyond honored to have been chosen by my colleagues this evening to chair this board and lead us into the coming year. Chairman Snelly, you did an outstanding job of laying a foundation for us to continue to move forward this year, and for all of us to work continuously on the foundation that you set. So thank you so much for all of your efforts this year. And I just want to welcome back my colleague, Tom Sullivan. There is no one who works harder, who not only on the campaign, but in his tireless advocacy for those with addiction, mental illness, and bringing jobs. He is a stalwart on this board, and I'm very excited for him to be my vice chair this year. And Jermaine and Mary, I am thrilled to welcome you onto this board and to hear your voices added to this team. You know, this is the first time in the last 10 years that we have a woman-controlled freeholder board. I really look forward to the day when that's something I don't have to point out and doesn't need an applause line. We have at this point in time only 24% of our legislators nationwide. And so, you know, to have women's voices involved in government at all levels is so important, not just because that we need our voices heard or to set an example for our daughters and for our future women leaders, although that's really important, but also because our voices in formulating policy is important. And so as I see Marlene Caridi and other legislators here, I want to thank you, and I want to thank our chairman for encouraging women leadership throughout Bergen County. We are doing darn well here. We need to be the bar that everyone sees, not only throughout the state of New Jersey, but throughout our country. And hopefully we will eventually break that last glass ceiling as well. This past election, it was an endorsement of the leadership of our county executive, the leadership that Freeholder Tonelli and I brought to the board as we took majority in 2012. As we delivered good government, we implemented policies that made a difference and continue to make a difference in the lives of Bergen County residents. We pursued shared service agreements and innovative private-public partnerships to save taxpayer money. We made great strides in funding education and our college and our special needs students, and implemented exciting programs like Project Search, which provides meaningful employment skills to students who are differently abled and starts to change the conversation to be about abilities rather than disabilities. We have a lot ahead. We have a heroin epidemic to combat, the future of our hospital to chart, not to mention parks to improve and roads to pave. And I will promise you, and I think I speak for all of my colleagues, that this Freeholder Board will continue to carefully review every single resolution and ordinance that comes before us and every single policy initiative as we continue to strive to provide good government for all of Bergen County residents. This board is going to be more transparent than it has ever been before, building upon the technology upgrades that Freeholder Tonelli championed. As we bring our meetings into the digital age, recording work sessions and live streaming our meetings, we're going to continue our initiatives to bring Bergen government to the people as we bring our government on the road. So watch out, Paramus and East Rutherford and Garfield and Montvale. We're coming to you this year. But most important, we want to continue to have your voices heard. So know that we are here for you to reach out to with any initiative that we can provide. I want to thank not only my colleagues for their support and Chairman Stellato for his support and the county executive for being such a wonderful partner in this, but I want to thank, most importantly, my family for their unending patience. You guys are really the ones who make all of this possible. Bobby, you're the glue that holds it all together, and you're the one who encourages me every step of the way. Mom and Dad, you taught me that you light a candle and you don't curse the darkness. And to my kids, Kobe, Kayla, Logan, you guys are the reasons that I do this. You guys are the reasons that I want to make our community better and stronger. And so now, as I'm the last speaker, I get to be the one to say, it's time for us all to continue to get back to work. Across the departments, and I want to thank all of our staffs, all of our division heads, our department heads, all of our freeholder aides, our freeholder staff. We have a lot of work to do this year, and we are all on this stage prepared to get to work. Thank you so much.
At this time, I'd like to ask Chairwoman Zur to go down to the front aisle and receive a special presentation from Chairman Stellato.
Freeholder, this is the gavel that has become tradition. See, I stayed down here because of the separation between government and politics. And we understand, as we can see, that good government trumps good politics any single day. And for the first time ever in the history of Bergen County, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to you and through you the entire freeholder and constitutional officers that represent you in Bergen County. And by the way, they happen to be all Democrats. Never before. This gavel represents the power. Now, you understand that you were elected by those people who voted for you, obviously, but you're going to represent now the people who voted for you, the people who voted against you, and most of all, the people who didn't vote at all. This is the power. Anybody can have the power, but you have to know how to wield this power. This happens to be made of 100-year-old quartered oak. That's important because it's strong. It can take the hit. 100-year-old quarter oak also is what we use to make caskets. So, may the wood from your casket be made from 100-year-old oak and the acorn be planted this morning. Godspeed and good luck to each and every one of you. Now stay here. Mr. Executive? turn it around so they can see it. They're the big people. I'm bring it back. All right. Yeah, turn it back around. I don't want to tell you what to do. I've had some time lying heavily on my hands the last month. For those of you who don't know or don't really care, but I'll tell you anyway because the stories that you heard were probably not true. But I did not have a heart attack. I had a very healthy heart. I went for an annual physical, and they found 6 blockages. So they're replaced. I'm good as new. All my parts are working. Some of you in the audience can't say that, but I got everything is working for me. And in my leisure, Dressler had always told me that the flag was boring. So with a new day and a new way, I figured we need a new flag. So I designed a new flag for you. Now, you got to understand that this is just rumor, and I have to dispel these rumors. This is not Jerry Cardinale, and this is not Loretta Weinberg. Jerry was in Coatesville at the time putting wooden teeth in George Washington. Loretta was looking for sacred ground to bury tuna fish in South Bergen. So we have documented proof that they weren't there. Now, the true historians understand that there were only 4 counties at that time. It was Middlesex, Monmouth, Essex, and Bergen. And Bergen was comprised of Hudson and Passaic. Bergen is still by far the largest. So we have the new flag, the blue and gold of the county. So the greatest county in the greatest state in the greatest nation gets the greatest flag. I just want to thank all those people who sent the emails and the text and the flowers and the candy and the wine, especially the wine. And as I said, we're now back. Doctors have cleared me. I can do this job as long as I want to. And that's it. We're good to go. The bus is double parked outside. So I'm going to leave because I got to get Murphy to Trenton for 8 years, I hope. And I got to get and I got to get our legislators back into Trenton and maybe some new ones up in the northern part of Bergen County. So you have done a great job. And for those of you who are concerned about the lack of a 2-party system, we're having a party here now. In a half hour, we're having another party at Stony Hill. So it'll still be 2 parties. So I want to thank you all. God bless you. Have a healthy, happy, peaceful, and joyful New Year. Thank you.
Chairman Stellato. I wanted to take a moment to thank all of you elected officials that are here in the audience. I know some of you have come a long way, and we debated about trying to announce all of you, but I know that I would be the one that would get blamed for forgetting somebody. So on behalf of the entire county government, I'd like to say thank you for coming here tonight. And I just like to offer an opportunity for something, D'Angelo, if you'd like to say another few words.
Real quick.
So I didn't just make a left-hand turn on the Parkway and drove an hour and 15 minutes for nothing. Really short. You know, my union brother, Tommy Sullivan, is just like me. On a day-to-day basis, we fight for the rights of working families. I got involved in politics, just like Tommy did, for very simple reasons. I watched this little silly cartoon called Mouseland when I was an apprentice electrician. And it was these mice that were voting for white cats and voting for black cats. They went back and forth, and they were promised things and they were told things, and it never came to fruition until they got smart and decided to elect one of their own. So Tom, I'm very proud of you and proud for everything that you moved yourself forward for fighting for the rights of working families. And on behalf of myself and all the other union members in the state, congratulations. We're very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
At this time, if there's anyone that would like to come up and present any presentations or anything, he doesn't want to talk. I got it. Anyone would like to come up and give any presentations? Okay. Once again, I'd like to offer my congratulations to the re-elected constitutional officers and the new leadership of the Board of Chosen Freeholders, led by Chairwoman Tracy Zur, Vice Chair Tom Sullivan, and Pro Tempore Joan Voss. I look forward to continue working with them. I also want to congratulate and welcome newly elected freeholders Mary Amoroso and Jermaine Ortiz. I know both of you will make great additions to the Board of Chosen Freeholders, bringing new ideas, perspectives, and depths of knowledge. And while we may not always agree, I know through healthy debate and discussion, we'll be able to come together to put the people of Bergen County first. Under this leadership, may 2017 bring Bergen County even more success, growth, and prosperity. At this time, I'd like to ask Father Samuel Cerrito of the St. Therese Church in Cresskill to give our benediction.
Thank you, Jim. It's been a thrill to be here tonight and to hear the many wonderful words and to hear the many wonderful hopes and dreams that are present on this stage through the talents and gifts of the people assembled. Because of the separation of church and state and tax laws, we're not allowed to speak politics from the pulpit, but we're not in church now. So I'd just like to say it's a breath of fresh air for me to be in a room with a bunch of people that I voted for. And it's the parish community of St. Therese and Cresskill is proud to call Judge Dressler one of our own. I am blessed to call him my friend. Thank you, Judge. God bless. Before we go our separate ways tonight, let us pause and reflect on what has happened here. Blessed are you, God of all creation, whose goodness fills our hearts with joy. Blessed are you, who have brought us together this night to witness the oaths of office and leadership sworn in our presence. Strengthen those called to serve with grace and wisdom. Fill their hearts with a zeal for mercy, compassion, and justice. May the wisdom of your Holy Spirit aid them in their daily tasks. In you, God, all things have their beginning, continuation, and end. May we walk the walk of compassion and bring compassion to the center of our lives. May we cultivate the capacity to realize that diversity is our greatest strength. May we all come to understand that our lives will be measured not by the titles we carry, but by the hearts we heal and the lives we transform. Grace us all with your saving presence, aid us with your constant help, and let us glory you by our actions, now and forever. Amen.
Thank you, Father. It was quite an honor to MC this event tonight, and I look forward to working with you and your county executive and our new Freeholders Board and our constitutional officers to keep Bergen County moving forward. This is the conclusion of our program. Thank you for attending. I hope you will join us for a celebratory dessert reception at the Stony Hill Inn. Happy New Year to you, your families, and the best of health. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Senator.